Ladies and gentle people, welcome back to the world's greatest, in quotation marks, video game to have ever existed, and definitely is the forerunner of the naval space. Uh, World of Warships. I'd be saying we're approaching a monumental date, considering this is Monday in the week that we're about to meet the 8th, I think. Azerlane collab? Maybe it's not the 8th. I don't know. Put up new snippet. Actually, I could literally pull up the new snippet right here by going to news and checking out the this and scrolling down. Oh, it's the eighth wave. You know, and then we have the ship that I want to talk about right here. You know, but for the uninitiated, the normal people among us that are somehow watching this rant video, that's Shinano. We're getting Azrael Shinano in World of Warships. Now, first when this was released in the teaser, which was just a bunch of silhouettes, uh, I was like, no way, I know that silhouette. There's no way that we're getting Shinano. And lo and behold, I pulled up, well, I didn't pull up phone, I just went to the Azrael wiki and was like, is that Shinano? Yes, yes it is. And like, I lost my shit. I was really hyped. Okay, we're getting Shinano as a commander. You know, cool, cool, let's go. Yeah, it's one problem. That means that I don't get to use. Well, I still get to use Maya, but the problem, we're gonna have to share a ship because ship for waifu. The floofy ship for waifu is coming to my coveted game. I was really hyped. I was like, okay, so we get the commander and maybe a skin, because that is something that they do. They create skins for some normal ships. Well, normal, as in not premium. Tier 10s are not premium, they're known as special ships. According to the filter, that's in the video game right here. And, yeah, you also don't get increased economics, so it's not a premium. Anyways, I thought Commander cool, skin maybe. I look on Wow's Gamer blog a few weeks after that post, or like a week. I see Al Shinano. I'm like, fuck. Okay, but it's a collaboration ship. So it's going to be up-tiered. Not up-tiered, but up. In this game, there are rarities, so it's going to be a rarity above it. Shinano is a blue, so a rare, so it's going to be a yellow, an epic. Which means it's going to be more expensive. Okay, we have had this before. I guess it's gonna be like 160, 180 bucks or something to get the ship and the commander. Or what was my bigger fear, which was what I'm mostly focused on, it's gonna be sold like Puerto Rico B. Puerto Rico B, for those who don't know, last year was Puerto Rico is like a very controversial ship in the World of Warship community, considering its original release. Wargaming hadn't done a Puerto Rico dockyard in a while, so they probably were like, well, let's bring the ship back as a B variant. They did. Except the only way to get their ship was spending 300 euros to get Puerto Rico B, uh, Rhode Island B, Nostroshimi B, and Carl Johan B. You'd get 3 extra ships even though you only want one. If you want any of the other ships other than Puerto Rico B, you could just straight up buy them. I was like, well, you're getting a good deal because you're getting 2 tier 10s and 2 tier 9s. Oh. And I think who the fuck gives a fuck? You're charging 300 for one item that people really want. And it comes with flag. Oh wow, cool, I guess. Fuck off. That was my fear. But today my fear got even worse. And I'll show this clip from Ray's video. Please check him out. It is good content. It's a good player. Way better than I am. He covered the event Azur Shinano, and this is a clip of a video that I had problems with.
So basically, Shinano is only going to be, both the ship and the commander is only going to be available in something called a Manju premium container. In order to get the Manju premium container, you get this from opening up a Ocean Guardians premium container. So it's kind of similar to how the golden containers from Christmas was, and also the golden Durama container, or well, the black Durama container, I think it was. That's the whole container within a container system. They're doing this again for Azure Lane, which is really unfortunate. And this is the only way to get the Shinano and her commander, as well as the ship for Massachusetts and the commander for that as well. It's very scummy, but that's just the way things are. So let's go for prices. One premium container will be $10. 3 premium containers will be $27, and 6 premium containers will be $49. There's 3 different sets of bundles you can pick from for their purchase. As for doubloons, 1 is going to be for 2,500 doubloons, 3 is 6,750 doubloons, and 6 is 12,300. Now, within these premium containers, like I said, you can have a chance to get a Manju premium container, which from there you will have a chance to receive either Azure Lane Shinano the ship, Azure Lane Shinano Commander, or Massachusetts Commander, or the Destruction Effect. I also forgot to mention you also have a chance to get the Massachusetts ship. It's within those 3 little things you can get, either the ship container, the ship commander, or the Destruction Effect.
You can't keep getting away with this! You can't keep getting away with it!
Now I know it's wargaming we're talking about, but when it comes to events, I thought Blue Archive was like the black sheep, hence the B. But no. To give some history, Blue Archive, when it first was released, this game, World of Warships, as a collaboration, had time-gated pay offers. In order to get this ship, you could only get it in week 1, 2, or 3. Depending on which ship you want, there were 3. There was Takahashi, Tirpitz, and Montana. You wanted Takahashi, you could only buy Takahashi in week 1. You wanted Tirpitz, you could only directly buy Tirpitz in week 2. You wanted Montana, you could only buy Montana in week 3. Or you could spend money on loot boxes, have a chance for those loot boxes to contain either the ship of that week or other loot boxes, which then would contain, I think they would contain other loot boxes. Then the second layer of loot boxes and the third had a different ship in them. Pretty sure that's how that works. Pretty shitty to like time gate things, but okay. FOMO, extreme FOMO. Skip forward to last year. Blue Archive releases again. No FOMO offers this year. Good. I think at least there were no FOMO offers. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that they learned from that to not do that again. Instead, they introduced their new favorite thing, the Wishing Wharf. Which the Wishing Wharf is loot boxes but infinite behind a little animation. Or at least during that event it had an animation. I don't know if it always has. Don't really care. It's gambling, but it's endless. There is no, as far as I remember, there is no pity fuck system. There might be a pity fuck system. I'm gonna have to check the blogs if I can find it, but it's really bad. You have to buy in-game currency to buy tokens for the Wishing Wharf to then gamble. That was with Blue Archive. And sure, well, every X amount of tokens would get you like a bonus commander or camouflage, whatever was in the bonus ship. Like, fuck off. Nobody gives a shit about that. Oh, if you gamble 5 times, the 5th time you'll get your tokens back and some commanders. How about you die in a fire? Anyways, that ran ahead. You know, the other thing is layered loot boxes, which you know we've had before. Golden containers during Christmas, the little Darumaka roll orbs. A year ago or a year or 2 ago when they released Valparaiso and Suzuya. Like, oh, you want Suzuya or Valparaiso? Well, the only way to get it is you had to get by the red Darumaka balls that could contain the black Darumaka balls, and then the black Darumaka balls could contain golden Darumaka balls, and inside of the golden Darumaka balls was either like a golden variant of the ZF1 Suzuya, or just the normal ZF1 Suzuya, or Valparaiso. You could also buy Valparaiso and Suzuya directly, but expensive, like $120 for a 2.9, I think, if I remember correctly. where are the normal offers for Wargaming? Like, back in the day, that's 2019, even maybe 23, 24, anyway, not so long ago, you would still sell us the basic value bundle for just a ship and a commander. And you'd also get like a combat mission in it, which gives you like bonus experience and commander experience, and free XP. I think maybe it doesn't contain that. I don't know. I don't really care. Point is, I want the ship. Let me buy the ship for the standard price. You can't do that. You can't do that with Al Shinano, because Al Shinano only comes in loot boxes inside of loot boxes. I thought that was like a greed thingy that you'd only do during Christmas, and I guess recently the Adherents of Chaos event, where you could get like variants of normal ships in the game and a few premium ships. I thought I was limited to that. It would have been fine. It would have been fine if you'd let. Well, it wouldn't have been fine, but it'd be more acceptable if you'd make us pay extra for like a collaboration variant of a ship, you know. Although charging people $160 for or 180 in some cases for a collaboration version of a ship, that kind of still fucking ridiculous. But oh well. Just let us get the commander, please. Just in a commander pack, please. I know that the commander packs are like 100 and something bucks right now. Or going to be, because you keep adding commanders into them. So unless you're gonna create a pack C to like keep splitting it up so it doesn't become way too much. But also last year you gave a coupon, so probably this year you would also still give a coupon, or if you buy directly from the website you can apply a coupon which gives you a little discount upon the price, so it looks like it's not as much. It's still a lot. I just wish we could have bought Shinano as a commander, you know, in the commander pack, instead of having to buy loot boxes. We'll probably, even if you're lucky, will not drop the thing that you want and instead drop something else. If you don't have anything that's being dropped, good. You might enjoy it. If you already have the thing that is being dropped, in which case it's either the Massachusetts or the Shinano, because that's like the only thing you could already have. Get fucked, I guess. You now have an anime version of a ship that you already have. It just bumps me out, is really what I'm trying to say with this. Like, I thought Adherents of Chaos was like, okay, we had this year's version of Darumaka, dolls, Russian dolls, and that's it. You know, we're gonna be chilling, relaxed, but no, no relaxation for us. If you want to get the commander, the sleepy fox commander girl in the video game, you're gonna have to either get ridiculously lucky, or you're gonna have to go broke. I don't think I want to do either, to be honest. Like, I'm kind of tempted to spend like under 20 bucks on loot boxes if the coupon allows you to buy loot boxes. I'll buy 3 boxes and I'll leave it at that, but also kind of don't wanna, because I've already used up all my luck. Because for those who don't know, currently there's new ships for sale. Of course, you cannot buy them for a normal price. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you to these fuckers in the Elite Squadron bundle, and that's also the only way you can get another fox, by the way. That sounds like a girl. I'm seeing a theme, Wargaming. Anyways, you want the Elite bundle? It's 200 euros basically. But you get a flag, a destruction effect, boosters. Wow, you get 12 boosters of each. You get permanent camouflages, you get gold for enemy destructions. You get a special commander. You get combat mission. Oh. I bought like 5 of these. Okay, I bought 7 of these in total. And I got so stupidly lucky. These are a 1 in 40, 133 something chance. I got that one, and then that one. And I also got the Hayate in 7 loot boxes. So I don't feel like I should tempt the devil anymore and buy more loot boxes, because that seems like a terrible idea. Also, they're layered, so my chances are even more scrutinized. But yeah, thanks for ruining something which is usually great. I hope you really release them next year, even if just the commanders, but in a normal commander pack instead of exclusive loot box gaming. But considering that it's exclusive loot box gaming, probably they're just gonna bring the loot box gaming back or make it a wishing wharf. This was me ranting about the incoming Azur Lane event. Trying out some new audio settings. I added the limiter so I don't peak as much, but I've noticed that it tends to distort the audio still, so I don't know if that's something I can look into. If you hear the soft, gentle voice of a woman in one of my Japanese ship videos, that means that I got lucky under $20 and got Shinano. If not, then I didn't get lucky, and that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, people, this was me, whatever you want to call me. I'll see you in the next one, which I hope will be less ranting, but I don't know, Anyways, I'll see you all, or I won't see you, but maybe until next time. Goodbye.